Did you know that the concept of daily showers is a relatively modern idea? Throughout history, the way people cleaned themselves has evolved dramatically, from communal baths in Rome to the soap bars we use today. Let's take a journey through time and uncover the fascinating story of hygiene practices and how our perception of cleanliness has changed over the centuries. Our journey starts in the ancient world, where some of the first hygiene practices began to take shape. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in personal cleanliness. They bathed regularly, sometimes several times a day, using water from the Nile and cleansing agents made from natural materials like natron, a type of salt, and clay. They even applied fragrant oils to their skin to keep it moisturized and to mask body odors. In Mesopotamia, soap-like substances were used as early as 2800 BCE. Archaeologists have found evidence of soap made from animal fat mixed with ash, which suggests that early cultures understood the importance of cleanliness, even if their soaps were quite different from the ones we know today. When we think of hygiene in the ancient world, Rome stands out for its impressive public bathing culture. By the 1st century CE, Rome had hundreds of public bathhouses known as thermae. These baths were not just about cleaning the body. They were also social hubs where people could relax, exercise, and catch up on the latest gossip. The bathing ritual was quite sophisticated. It involved moving through different rooms, starting with the apoditerium, changing room, then the tepidarium, warm room, the caldarium, hot bath, and finally the frigidarium, cold plunge. The Romans used oil, which they would rub onto their skin and then scrape off along with dirt using a tool called a strigil. However, these baths were communal, and sanitation was far from what we consider ideal today. Despite the focus on bathing, disease could spread easily due to the shared water and lack of true disinfection methods. The decline of the Roman Empire saw a decline in public bathing culture in Europe, and hygiene standards took a nosedive. After the fall of Rome, Europe experienced a significant decline in public hygiene. During the Middle Ages, people largely abandoned the Roman bathhouses, partly due to a fear that bathing in public places spread disease, and partly because of changing religious attitudes. The church began to associate public baths with immorality, and bathing, particularly in the nude, was frowned upon. People still washed their hands and face daily, but full-body baths became rare. The Great Unwashed was a term often used to describe the general populace, as the idea of cleanliness became less about bathing and more about wearing clean clothes and avoiding offensive smells. Perfumes were popular among the wealthy to mask body odors, as actual bathing was infrequent. Interestingly, it was also during this time that linen undergarments gained popularity, which helped absorb sweat and keep the body relatively clean. But overall, medieval hygiene left much to be desired, and this lack of cleanliness likely contributed to the rapid spread of diseases like the Black Death. The Renaissance brought a renewed interest in personal hygiene. Wealthy individuals began to build private bathrooms in their homes, and the practice of bathing started to regain some popularity, although it was still not as common as in Roman times. However, people were still wary of full immersion in water, as it was believed to weaken the body and open the pores to disease. Instead of bathing, the focus shifted to dry cleaning with cloths, and people would wash parts of their body, like their hands, arms, and face. It was also during this period that soap began to be produced in greater quantities. Castile soap, made from olive oil, became highly valued, especially in Spain and Italy, and was used for both laundry and personal hygiene. The 18th century marked the beginning of major changes in how people viewed hygiene. During the Enlightenment, people began to see cleanliness as not just a luxury, but a necessity for health. Physicians started to understand the link between dirt and disease, although the concept of germs was not yet fully developed. The Industrial Revolution in the 19th century transformed the production of soap. Soap became more affordable and available to the masses thanks to advances in chemistry and the ability to mass-produce products. Companies like Pears in England and later Lever Brothers, now part of Unilever, began to market soap as a product that was essential for health, and advertisements encouraged people to wash daily. Public health campaigns also emphasized cleanliness, and governments began investing in sanitation infrastructure, like sewage systems and clean water supplies. The idea of germ theory was developed by scientists like Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch, which further highlighted the importance of cleanliness in preventing illness. By the 20th century, daily bathing had become the norm in many parts of the world, especially in Western countries. Indoor plumbing became more widespread, making it easier for people to bathe regularly at home. Soap companies continued to market the benefits of cleanliness, and new products like shampoo, toothpaste, and deodorant became household staples. The development of antibacterial soaps and products in the latter half of the century emphasized not just being clean, but also being free of germs. Personal hygiene became a cultural expectation, and people were encouraged to shower daily, brush their teeth twice a day, and use products to eliminate body odor. Today, the concept of hygiene is evolving once again. While daily showers are still the norm in many places, there's a growing awareness of the environmental impact of excessive water use and the chemicals in some personal care products. More people are opting for natural soaps, water-saving shower heads, and sustainable personal care routines. The COVID-19 pandemic also brought hand hygiene to the forefront, with hand washing becoming a crucial part of daily life to prevent the spread of the virus. Sanitizers and soaps became essential tools in the fight against disease, reminding us that hygiene is still a critical aspect of public health. The COVID-19 pandemic also brought hand hygiene to the forefront, with hand washing becoming a crucial part of daily life to prevent the spread of the virus. Sanitizers and soaps became essential tools in the fight against disease, reminding us that hygiene is still a critical aspect of public health. The story of hygiene is a journey from communal baths and superstitions to modern science and sustainability. It's amazing to see how our understanding of cleanliness has changed over thousands of years, from the ancient Romans who made bathing a social event to today's world, where personal hygiene is deeply linked to our health and well-being. If you enjoyed this journey through the history of hygiene, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating stories about how our everyday practices came to be. And let us know in the comments, would you have enjoyed a visit to a Roman bathhouse? Or are you happy with your modern shower routine? We'd love to hear your thoughts.